basketball, in my opinion, needs to look at that rule. But when your guy can keep the ball and just keep, and you can't guard him, he turns his back and you can't touch him. And then when he makes threes, we let him walk into the first two. We went under him, and then we didn't even try to close out. That hasn't been us. But again, I'm not taking anything away from them. They were great tonight, and they probably would have beat the Celtics.
Brad, I mean, defense the last 10 games has been pretty good. I mean, was it just the effort tonight, or were there some other deficiencies?
Oh, there's some communication issues, and I thought we showed some youth tonight and inexperience. We tried to do we tried to push up a little bit on Funk's screens with him. But you got to really communicate that. You got to be very vocal with that, and we blew almost every one of them. We can practice it for a couple of days, but and you combine that with how good they are. You pick your poison with this team, whether you want to let them make threes or pick it in the post but and then we shot horrendously from the three, so that didn't help either.
You got back to doing some switching. Did they force you to do that? And
yeah.
Were you trying to find an answer too with that?
Yeah, they've that's their whole deal. That's why they're really hard to guard. And it's why it's really hard to guard to play little guards. Okay, and you pick your poison who you want to put them on. Our debate all week was, do we put Jaden and Sincere on Dredd, or their big guy, because they force you to switch, because Funk is an elite screener, and then he blurs a lot, and they force you to handle that switch. The 3 times we didn't, he shot naked layups, and so they do as much guard on guard screening because of Pickett than anybody in the country. And then when you can keep the ball all night and never have to give it up, and if you blitz him, he passes it out. And I think they're one of the best teams in the country and lowest turnover rate out of double teams. So it's a good offensive team. It's a really good offensive team. But I think we missed 20 shots in the first half. We had 1 offensive rebound. So I'll tell you where our effort and our mental capacity was today.
I guess news before the game that Zach was leaving the program, going back to France. Was that a sudden thing, or how did that develop?
Very. And, it's what you deal with some international kids and having an opportunity to go make it a career. And so wish him nothing but the best. And we've got so many games left, and, I'm not too worried about a guy that wasn't helping us win games. So just an unfortunate, or fortunate, however you want to look at it, for him. Like I said, I'm worried about the guys that are in that locker room.
I guess maybe not having much to say to the team afterwards, just to maybe get home. I mean, just how do you view this game, maybe in the broader scale of what you've done over the last month or so?
1 game in 20. I mean, everybody in this league's is going through or has gone through a moment, and you can't dwell on it. We got 5 games in like 9 days. Okay, with the COVID game. So if you think I want to not get home and try to get rest, and we've got Indiana and then Minnesota on Monday and then Northwestern. So we can't dwell on it. We've got to play better. We got to play harder.
Just an off night for Dane. Seemed to play through him well at Iowa, and then Rutgers. Was that just a game where he didn't have it?
Yeah. Along with a lot of other dudes. Thank you.